world is on the edge. Two powerful nations, Israel and Iran, are locked in a deadly war, one that would reshape the Middle East forever. The missiles have been launched. Cities are under siege. Innocent lives are caught in the crossfire. Thousands of people have been displaced from their homes. But beneath this smoke and fire, a bigger question looms. Who is actually winning this war? And is there even any hope for peace to reign? Even though some sources are saying they can't really decide who's losing the war, it's very, very clear from the clips that I'm about to show you that Israel is losing the war. You see, this is what happens when you pick a fight with the wrong person. You surely get whooped in the ass. Iranian missiles penetrate Iron Dome, THAAD, and Arrow-Ads. Iran launched a new wave of missile attacks on Israel early Monday. It's early Monday morning. Now, air raid sirens sounded across Israel as missiles struck multiple locations. 5 people were reportedly killed, according to sources anyway. But in cases like that, they'll say it's 5, but it may be 5 times 2 or 5 times 3, which is 15. In most cases, the actual numbers that actually happen, the actual number it is used to be kind of higher than what they give in newspapers or magazines. Now, authorities report that at least 2 women and 2 men in their 70s were killed and many were injured, according to sources. Now, emergency services said at least 67 people were injured by missiles and shrapnel. Iran claimed to have fired about 100 missiles at Israel in the last barrage. Tehran promised further devastating retaliation against Israel for ongoing attacks. At least 224 people have been killed in Iran since Friday attacks, Tehran officials said. Now, this won't stop. Iranian army issues new warning. Tel Aviv residents abandon homes to take shelter in malls. Now, video show very, very big flashes and boom as Israel air defenses try to block Iranian missiles. See, the Iranian missile arsenal rather is a medium-range hypersonic ballistic missile with a range of about 1,450 kilometers. Or there are some that are even 1,700 kilometers, which can easily reach any target in Israel. What's so terrifying about these ballistic missiles is that its speed and its agility, as it can travel long distances within minutes, and it can change direction within seconds amid flight, making it easy for it to maneuver missile defense systems. Now let's break the whole thing down. Let's break it down. The tensions between Israel and Iran has been building for decades. Iran's support for Hezbollah and other proxy groups across the region has long been seen as a red flag by Israel. On the other hand, Israel's covert operations against Iranian nuclear facilities and its airstrikes in Syria and Lebanon have pushed Iran to retaliate more directly. Even though Iran seems to be having the upper hand, both nations are paying a very, very heavy price. Now, Israel, despite its Iron Dome defenses, has seen civilian casualties, damaged infrastructure, and widespread fear among its population. Iran, on the other hand, has lost dozens of key military installations and is facing rising unrest at home. But it's not just about military losses, it's also economic. Iran's economy, already strangled by sanctions, is bleeding from the cost of war. Israel's tech sector and tourism industry have taken major hits, and perhaps most importantly, the people. Thousands of civilians on both sides have been displaced, wounded or killed. Hospitals are overwhelmed. They are filled with injured people and even dead bodies. Entire neighborhood lies in ruins. In the end, no one is truly winning this war. Let's just face the facts. As the war escalates, world leaders are scrambling to stop the violence before it spirals into regional or even global chaos. Now, the United States has sent envoys to both Tel Aviv and Tehran, urging restraints. China and Russia have held emergency talks at the UN, warning that continued war could destabilize oil markets and threaten global security. The European Union has called for an immediate ceasefire and has even offered to mediate peace talks in Geneva. Meanwhile, the United Nations Security Council is pushing for a temporary humanitarian corridor to allow aid into both countries. I mean Israel and and Iran. And quietly, back channel diplomacy is happening behind closed doors. Reports suggest that Qatar and Turkey are serving as intermediaries, attempting to bring both sides to the table without public pressure. But so far, efforts have fallen short. The fight continues, and hope for peace seems kind of distant. Okay, this war isn't just about missiles and borders. It's also about ideology, history, a decades long rivalry. But no matter how deep the hatred runs, war always has one consistent loser. You see, the people. The world is watching, praying that diplomacy can succeed where bombs are failed. So, can Israel and Iran find a way to stop the bloodshed before it's too late? We'll keep watching and we'll keep reporting. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell for updates on this developing story.